It's so good to see you.
And you, John.
Oh, it
Always
really
good to
is.
see you.
And series 2, it's such an interesting concept, isn't it? It's almost like immigrants coming to America have kind of brought their gods with them.
Yeah.
How the different ways that they worship. And it's like the old gods versus the new gods. We're going to see a clash this time, aren't we? Much more of a clash.
Well, yeah, Gaiman's book, I mean, he wrote it 17 years ago, and everything that's happened since then, talking about immigration and the reaction to everything, so it makes it incredibly topical.
Very much so.
Along with the advance of technology, which lets us bring in, like, you know, new characters, new media, which will happen this year, and Mr. World. There'll be much, I mean, for those who don't know the story, it's about what you said. It's about this guy, Mr. Wednesday, who's a con man who meets the lead now, Ricky Whittle, who says hello, by the way. Lovely Ricky, who plays Shadow Moon, who's just been released from prison. And he finds he's left his wife, and he's accosted by this old con man, which is me, who hires him as his chauffeur, but there's something deeper going on. And it's a book that's much loved. I mean, it's like, you know, it won loads of prizes. It's one of those shows that, I mean, books that Neil Gaiman, and Gaiman is a great addition because he loves to talk about his books. He's very good, and he's got a huge social media following, which takes the pressure off us. You know, you don't have to go on Twitter and moan about it.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
No, don't
He'll do it for you, so it's all fine.
But it's a really interesting show, and this year, it's very visually arresting, too, you know, the visuals, and it's futuristic. I like it, it's like magic realism. It's not Harry Potter. What he's saying is, you know, when you first came to America, you know, you brought your gods with you because you were escaping formalized religion. Gradually, formalized religion has taken over and you've forgotten about all your old gods again when your life was a little happier and simpler. And as Wednesday says, you know, spread the love around a little, you know, a little bit of faith and I'll be nice to you. Be nice to your gods and he'll be nice to you.
It's a fascinating concept.
No,
it really is.
It's really great.
And it's really taken off. I mean, people that love it really love it. I mean, they're quite fanatical about it.
Obsessed by it. You know,
absolutely,
the whole
which is always good.
from it.
Talking about being obsessed by things, Deadwood. I loved you in Deadwood. And you've got exciting news because they've done a movie.
Yeah, we finished the 2-hour movie just before Christmas. I had a month after I finished American Gods, and then we started to grow the beard and all that, you know, and then we started and we finished it a couple of weeks before
And
Christmas.
look, it's all the cast, it's all the people that we love.
And they're all back, except for Powers, who sadly passed on, but all the other guys were back again. And according to, you know, the great thing about the show was that every character got their full weight, you know, and they're all back. And that was the thing about, I mean, Tim and I could have done that, but it wouldn't be the same. The story is about Deadwood, and it's 10 years later, and the town has become a state. So it's come back, you know, it's statehood day. So Hearst comes back, and it picks up 10 years, literally, after we finished.
Wow. Swearingen is one, I think, of the best characters you've ever played.
Great, yeah.
Do you love him?
Loved him to bits.
I did as well, even though he was really horrible sometimes.
Well, yeah, but he had to, he ran one side of the town, and him and, you know, Bullock came to an agreement. The lovely Tim Oliphant played the other side of the town. He's the law, and they sort of worked it out between them. And there's a sort of, there's a relationship which even 10 years later is still like, they sort of respect each other, but can't be in each other's company for too long.
No, that's right. Or it all kicks off. The language, of course, you know, if you're easily offended, there is a lot of swearing in it, but it kind of works. And the writing was...
Well, that was Milch, David Milch.
Has he written the movie as well?
He's written the movie, yeah. He's back again. I mean, that was it. That was the difficulty was finding a way to write a 2-hour movie, which is different to doing a series. You know, you got to, it's a finite thing, it ends.
Sure.
And getting all the cast together again. And it took about a year and a half, but eventually we all made it. The sad thing was that this time we knew it was goodbye. So every time you finish your scene, you go, this is our...
I know, it must be very emotional, really, really emotional. It's so interesting, the body of work that you're doing, the amount of work that you're doing in America. We had Eddie Marsan on, who was...
Eddie, yeah, lovely.
Yeah. It was in Ray Donovan.
Well, we did Ray Donovan again.
And you were in Ray Donovan too, but he says so much interesting work is over there. You've got so much coming out. Hellboy's going to be coming out.
Hellboy comes out next month.
That's
the movie
right. Keanu Reeves. You're working with Keanu Reeves as well in John Wick.
Yeah, then I got Bolden, this jazz movie with Gary Carr, British actor who plays Buddy Bolden. Gary, who's in Deuce, who was in, what was he in? He was in that series set in Trouble in Paradise.
Oh, right,
And he's great in this movie. And then we've got, John Wick with me and Keanu back again.
And there are more than one of you, because that's an awful lot of work.
No, I did. I know, but it just worked out that way. We did John Wick 3 in New York. It's going to be great, by the way. It's good.
Good.
John Wick in New York, then I went on to do the 5 months in Canada with this, and then Deadwood. So it was a very exciting year.
Great.
So I'm doing nothing until we probably start again with Series 3 of American Gods in July. I'm just going around talking about the projects, you know.
Excellent.
And while I'm here, I'll say hello to Mum.
Please say hello to your mum. Where is she?
Which camera?
Have a wee look over there.
Hello, Mum. Love you. There we are. I'll see you at the weekend.
Oh, because she is watching, because you
She's watching. She's a big fan of yours.
Oh, she's
nice to meet you.
Now, what age is your mum then?
She's 90. You asked my mother.
Oh, okay.
What shall I say, Mum? Shall I be truthful?
She's over
90 this year. But she looks fantastic and she's doing great.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it, and it's a joy to have you here. And I cannot wait to see the Deadwood movie. And we can see American Gods, Amazon Prime, I think on March 11th.
Yeah, it starts out March 11, every week another show, and then you can stream it, whatever. And it's really good.
No, it is good. It really is. It's like watching. It's like a film. There's lots of different.
Oh yeah, the visuals are great, and the book, you know, the story. And I think for those of you who love the book, it goes more back to the book this year. So all the gods, you know more about all the gods you've met in Series 1 and their relationship, and it ends with Shadow. Terrific Ricky Whittle, who also said hello to you.
We'll have him on as well.
We're on a road
Ian
trip
McShane, the legend, thank you.
Lovely
Absolute
to see you.
honour. Thank you very much indeed.